Hello everyone and welcome to Magic and Musings. My name is Candace. Let's begin to slow down and tune in. Actually, before we do that, just letting you know I've got a little bit of a hay fever situation going on, so I might sneeze and get my tissue out and all that sort of thing, but I was like, whatever, need to get through this today. Want to get through this today, I should say, because I do enjoy being here with you. So I was like, not even a hay fever is going to stop me from being here. But anyway, let's just ground our energy a little bit and just slow down. Take a couple of deep breaths. Doesn't have to be anything major, but just finding the center within yourself, as in those places and those pockets that feel calm, that are calm. And a way we can do that is, if you're able to, or if you want to, feel free to shut your eyes, unless you're driving, obviously. I don't feel like I need to say that every single time, but you can shut your eyes and get a little bit comfortable in your seat. And just feeling into those pockets that feel softer, that feel juicy, that feel gooey. So for myself, I'm just noticing the need to lean into the back of the body. Just hanging out here for a little bit, especially if it feels really good. If not, find that spot, or find that space rather, where it does feel comfortable, where it does feel softer. Excuse me. You will be hearing a lot of that, I think, through this, so bear with me. And just taking any deep belly breaths in the spaces that feel a little bit restricted. You can bring some movement into the body as well. And just letting go by exhaling, or focusing on the exhalation. And when you're ready, slowly opening up your eyes, just looking around your space or the room or the place that you're in, just to, I'm so sorry, just to reorient and allow the body the safety that it requires. All right. Okay, so today, backtracking a little bit. We have the lunar eclipse in Pisces tomorrow, which is the 17th of September. My brain might be a little bit wonky too, because the thought processes might be all over the place because of the medication and the hay fever and all of that. Blah blah blah. So I might take even more deep breaths than usual, or just find those pockets within myself throughout where it just feels calm and good, because when I have hay fever, things tend to be really overactive, hyperactive. So there might be some overall message for either everybody that we're reading for today, or whoever's feeling drawn to this video, at least this portion of the video anyway. There's a potential for hyperactivity to occur. especially during this time. Eclipses kind of do shake things up a bit and ask us to let go of or release things that, all depending on where the eclipse is, which sign it's in, it opens up spaces for us to really work with the shadow, or with the parts of ourselves that are unseen, or the parts of us that are unconscious, or that we're not necessarily aware of. So yeah, just be aware that for some of us there might be some hyperactivity, or just a lot of headiness and heaviness. So yeah, using grounding practices are going to be really beneficial for you, whatever that is, right? It's going to be different for everybody. What I do know is big changes are coming. Big changes are coming. It might not seem that on the outset for some. Some it might be subtle to start with, but it will cause it may cause like, what's the word? Like, it might be a catalyst for things to be opened up and shown later. But on my walk this morning, I found and saw a white feather with black on it. And, you know, according to theory or law about feathers, white feathers with black on it, or white and black feathers, are symbolic of big changes coming. So, I mean, I don't know what else I can tell you there, but what was felt to be done today was doing an all signs and going through, you know, what we might be working with this week. So as I said, lunar eclipse on the 17th. I think for us in Australia it might be on the 18th, so you know, because anyway, 17th 18th of September 2024. This is so but it's got to be done, right? So yeah, it's going to be an interesting lunar eclipse. I'm aware that this one is in Pisces, and so a lot, and it's also one that doesn't come around very often. So there's a lot of potential for a bit of upheaval, and yeah, that is going to depend on where your chart is, what and what sign that you are. But as far as I know, it's going to affect the mutable signs the most. So that is, bear with me, Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, and Sagittarius, I believe. Virgo, Pisces, so yeah, pretty sure those are the ones. Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius, sounds about right. So yeah, it's going to affect those signs the most, especially if those are your rising signs. That's as much as I know for now, without going into too much of, you know, all of the detail, which I don't know either. So I just know the basics that gets me through the and yeah, anyway, so I might be super chatty today. Also, this energy is super, yeah, as I said, hyperactive. It's like, yeah. All right. So we'll go through all the signs, see what needs to be seen or what we might be dealing with this week. I will have timestamps when I'm able to do that. So make sure to read all three of your big three. So your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign, to get a little bit of an overview of what's going on. All right. Okay, let's do a good shuffle to all those cards that came out. One more. Just see a healer at the bottom of the deck. All right, what do we need for our Cancerian friends? Oh, I'm not taking all of those. Well, I did see focus, so we'll see what comes out. What is the current energy? What do we need to know for our Cancerians? What is the current energy? What is the current energy? That one wanted to come out as well. What is the, what do we need to let go of? Oh, that was not that one. Okay. And outcome. What is going on? These cards are super jumpy for you kids. So, yeah. Interesting. I just said these cards are super jumpy, and the card in the current energy is grounded, so there might need to be some grounding happening there. And you've got affluence, and that can speak of wealth, abundance. Let's have another look at the book. Yeah, just abundant flow and enjoying the fruits of your labor. So yeah, you might need to, so in the current energy, you may need to be grounded if you're not already doing that. You might need to practice some grounding or grounding practices, especially if you've come into like a certain type of wealth or abundance in current energy. Even if you're feeling abundant, for some there's like this need to not, I'm gonna wait and see if that comes out actually in the reading. So we've got 8 of Wands to clarify, and things, this is speaking of things coming in fast. So you could have, if you've not already seen this abundance coming, this could be coming in very, very fast. But there's a need to stay grounded with that. There's a need to ground your energy. And yeah, I'm getting this like about root chakra, something about root chakra, like there's fire energy here, but there's just a need to ground with whatever's going on in current energy. And I did say at the start, there's this hyperactivity. Eight of Wands can speak of hyperactivity. So there's a deep need to ground your energy as there is fast, things are coming, like this fast movement here. In the things that we need to let go of, we've got full moon. So okay, that's weird. What's that about? Not sure what that's about. And then we've got the guides. So we've got full moon and we've got guides. So in the challenge position, what this could be speaking of is, I mean, the full moon can mean letting go as well, but also new opportunities. But how about we read the cards? My fucking brain is so... Okay, can speak of a ceremony, culmination, or completion of a cycle in time. There is magic here. The full moon has the power to magnify your dreams. It can also take away anything that is not in alignment. So yeah, usually doing when we do full moon rituals, it's letting go of things. It's letting go of the things that no longer are no longer required. And with this, it is a full moon tomorrow and Wednesday. So really leading into what that looks like for you, and to know that you are supported in that as well. But also there is a story about not relying too much on external support. Yeah, not relying too much on external support, but trusting yourself and going within. Let's get a... is going... Man, I am befuddled, whatever the word is. I don't even think it's a word. I'm pretty sure it's made up. But let's get some clarity on what we need to let go of here. What do our Cancerians need to let go of? Okay, so we've got the Hierophant in reverse. So this can speak about, you know, being too critical or too authoritarian. Also with the Guides card here, it can speak of being too superstitious. Too Cancer. Too superstitious. Not, you know... But could also be... Because we've got Justice here as well. Balancing the material and the spiritual. Like this needs to be some sort of like... I'm trying to get through this. But also the space is good. The being super present, like even though the like things are not making sense, just being present with that energy right now. Yeah, so there are some things that may need to be let go of as well. Maybe being too judgmental or too overcritical with yourself or your process or your journey. Or perhaps even the messages. There might be messages with the Eight of Wands here. So just being very aware of like moderation. I don't know if this is making sense, y'all. Here's my tissue. And then look, you've got a lot of support here. There is a lot of support with the Guides card, and in your support or advice column, you've got trust. So whether that be trusting, I feel like that is trusting yourself, because the guides are here under what we need to let go of. So it's like really leaning into your own trust, leaning into yeah, I'm getting strongly like leaning into your own trust. Cancer is a water sign, so you're pretty intuitive. And there might be this aspect of you that's not fully trusting yourself. Oh, okay. Okay, so give us some clarity on the trust. Why is the trust here? Right. So we've got the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Cups in reverse for the supportive advice. So you might have someone, Sagittarius energy. You might have someone that, or this could be your placement, that is quite passionate, there's an aspect of being quite impulsive, or, you know, you might love a challenge, or you might be quite spontaneous. But then there's also this energy of the opposite, where there's a, you know, how does this want to be said? I'm wondering if this is about a person. Like usually knights can represent someone coming in. So being aware of who it is in your environment that potentially you could have some people who are quite ambitious or impulsive or just highly energetic, or there could be people who are the opposite, like lazy and, you know, could be deceitful and maybe a little bit ruthless at times. So there's just a deep need to like discern between these characters, especially if they're coming in under the guise of being supportive, or if these are friends. You've also got the past life card here in the outcome. So this might be old acquaintances or friends or people from a past life, you know, as in not your present, that come in a this may be friends or people that come in to want to help you, want to give you advice, but there's a need to be discerning with that this week. This is specific for the lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse in Pisces, full moon. It's giving of looking at the parts of us that are unconscious. So we might be super trusting of these types of characters that are not in alignment with us. So there's just a need to be discerning with that. Let's get another card. Let's get a clarifier on this past life in the outcome. You might also be receiving like downloads or insights, like old wisdom type of situation. You've got the moon here, so that can speak of like confusion and things that are hidden. So yeah, just being aware of any illusion with any characters that come back around, especially if it's like Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands type of energy where they are super hasty and want to they might even come in with, you know, like saying having this offer. Oh, interesting. Okay, having this, because Knight of Cups is here, that can speak of an offer, but it's in reverse. So that can be about, you know, some sort of deceit. And we've got the moon here. So just being super discerning and trust yourself. Stay grounded. Trust yourself this week. Yeah, that's all we can ever do, right? Is just being aware of our own, the own way. So as I said, this week, man, there's a very jumpy sort of energy here. So that just be aware that someone or some people or some energies might be coming into your life this week or coming back around where they're like, oh, don't know how else to explain it, but they might be overly excited and like want to do all these things and like, you know, show up as support, but yeah, just use your discernment with that, because things this week are coming through that are unconscious and like things that we're not necessarily aware of. Perhaps you in the past gave them too much of your energy. I had that at the start with the pulling of the energy. So it's just, yeah, being aware of the ways in which we can give too much to those who might not have our best intentions at heart. That is all, you know. As I said, the only things we can ever do is just be aware of ourselves, the way we behave and our patterns and our ways of overthinking or thinking or using the mind. Let's get another card from the star codes. Deck, any messages, more messages for our Cancerian friends? Okay, this card keeps coming out. Okay, you've pulled your own card. And we've got Pluto rebirth. So we've got Cancer, immerse, and Pluto rebirth. And that could be just, you know, immersing yourself in your own energy, being in your own space, creating space for yourself, and perhaps even putting up some boundaries, you know, like boundaries to make sure that you're in your own energy and not picking up things from other people or listening too much to what is going on external to you. Okay, that is Cancer. Okay, Leo is next. Okay, what do we need to know for the Leo collective for the week of the 16th of September, particularly around the lunar full moon in Pisces on the 2nd or the 16th, for fuck's sake, 17th and 18th of September. What is the current energy for Leos? Okay, it's looking good. What do we need to let go of? What do the Leos need to let go of? Interesting. What is the supportive advice? These do not want to come out. What is the support or advice? There could be a bit about distraction here or pacing yourself. Okay, that makes sense. Outcome is, yeah, there's something about just taking your time with something. Okay. Righto. So in the current energy, we've got good fortune. And this doesn't need to be money. It could mean, you know, this week you might be super lucky, or things are going really well for you this week. You're feeling in a good space. You're feeling yourself. Like Leo's that sign of like courage and bravery and shining and showing up and being bold. So you might be in your own energy this week where you're just like feeling yourself a little bit. Let's get some clarity on that. Okay, tell us about this good fortune for our Leos. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Cups in reverse, and then we've got the Sun. So that's your energy, Leo energy. Yeah, so you might have gone through just feeling a little bit downtrodden is what I'm getting, like wanting to put energy into something, but it was not reciprocated to some degree, or there might have been some sort of distrust, or there might be something that's not what it seems. But then you've got the Sun here. So yeah, this week you are in this energy of you're feeling good. You know, there's I'm seeing like this naked baby, like why don't you just rip your clothes off and just go and, you know, run about in the sun. Like you're feeling good after, you know, a period of not. Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, and then what we'll need to let go of, we've got divinity and we've got courage. And no, that doesn't mean you need to let go of divinity and courage. That could mean just let go, because you are the sign of courage. You are the sign of bravery. So let go of the ways that you're not, where you can self-sabotage, where you can doubt yourself. With the divinity here, you might not be trusting in yourself or your process or your faith, even for some. Let go of that. Like, trust in the bigger picture, trust in the bigger, that there's a bigger purpose for it all. So you might need to let go of just that the doubt in the bigger, how does this want to be said, like consciousness. Like, don't doubt, like trust in consciousness and that there's a plan, and that it's all going to work out. Let's get some clarity on that. Tell us more about this letting go. Yeah, there's a need to celebrate. Just celebrate this. Like, Three of Cups is here, so you might not be celebrating this like where you are this week. You might be really just happy and jovial, but there's a need to let go of not celebrating that, like not with the people that you love in specific. And then we've got the Magician in reverse. So yeah, letting go of insecurities or distrust in your ability to manifest, or your ability to do things or get things done in a certain way. Also, perhaps letting go of people that you don't either align with, or people that might not be who they say they are. Either like let go of them, or your attachment to them is what I'm saying. Okay. And then in the support, we've got spiritual cleansing. So that doesn't necessarily mean like go out, sage your whole fucking house, although that's cool if you want to do that. That could be just being aware of your thoughts and the way that you create the self-sabotage, or being in a space of like actually cleaning out. At the time of this reading, there's we're in Virgo season, but it's also lunar eclipse, so full moon energy is about clearing out your home, doing the spiritual cleansing, cleansing your crystals if you want to, or just doing the things that create more space, whether that is mentally, physically within your body, or your external environment. And then in the outcome, we have truth and water. So there's a need to be honest with yourself, especially when it comes to your emotions and how you're feeling. So you may need to what was being thought there? I don't know. Let's get some clarity on that. Sorry, I didn't show you the card. So we've got truth and water. So either spend a lot of time at water if you need to sort of recalibrate, or that can actually be a form of spiritual cleansing as well, as spending time in water, spending time around water. And in that space, that's when you get the clarity that you need. But we'll just pull one card for that. Tell us about the outcome here with the truth and water. So you've got the Queen of Pentacles, water energy as well. So yeah, you might need to mother yourself and really take time out where you need to. It's about, like mother energy, or being a capable mom if you're not a mom, like being a capable dad. But this is more about like security and prosperity as well. So really leaning into, yeah, taking care of yourself, making sure that you're in a space where you feel internal security, as in emotional stability. So there might be a need for you to really tap into, or even seek further assistance, like seek more support and advice from people who people who you trust, or people who you know for a fact have your best interests at heart. Cool. All right, let's get a star codes for this collective. Get another message for our, what are we, Leo collective. So yeah, this week really focus on just enjoying your own company also, you know, and spend time around water, spend time, there's a lot of there is a lot of messages here about just being in your own energy too, with the Queen of Pentacles here. All right, what is the extra message for our the sun? Maybe spend time outside, but the sun is also yep, the sun, Leo energy, you know, really leaning into your own, just being your own energy. And then we've got 7th house relationships. So just being with yourself, really spend time with yourself. And this week, just being in your own energy is coming through really strong. All right. That is the Leos. We now move on to Virgo. And then what do we want? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I might finish on Virgo and then do the rest of the signs tomorrow, where I'm feeling I've got, we'll see what happens. There's no set structure to all of this. Okie dokie. Might even sit down tonight and do this. We'll see. Okay, what do we have to tell our Virgo friends? Okay, what is the current energy for Virgo? What is the current energy for Virgo? Interesting. Okay, just noticing that the sun's, oh, that was horrible. Those are the faces I make to my family, but seeing it on camera is a different story. And funny enough, my mom is a Virgo, and that's the face I make to her. But there's something about cloudiness, the sun. Holy shite. Okay, that really shot up there, friends. Oh, what is this? Transmute. Okay, transmute. What do we need to let go of? What do our Virgos need to let go of? Ooh, I actually like that for you in the current energy. Oh, that is, what do we need to let go of? Yeah, I need a bit more on that. But anyway, we'll clarify with the tarot. Support and advice for our Virgos. Okay. outcome. What the fuck? Okay, okay. Oh. Okay, so in current energy, we have transmute and earth. And the reason I like that is because there is this energy of, for the Virgos this week, there's some sort of shift happening, like a snake shedding its skin. It's like and it's interesting because we've got the veiled card here too, which is speaking about masks and stuff like that. So there's just this fucking erratic energy, hey? In current energy, it's like there's a aspect of you that is shedding themselves, that's unmasking, that's releasing the things, like you're growing out of your old skin, the old ways of being. And with the earth card here, you might either be dealing with the earth energy. You are Virgo, so you are earth energy as well, but you could be dealing with someone who's of earth energy, or that might be your placement. But there's also an element of grounding during this process right now. While these changes are happening, this is a big week, especially for the mutable signs in your rising. So if you have Sagittarius, Virgo, Pisces, Gemini in your rising sign, this is particularly going to be a particularly interesting week for you. So you're transmuting, you are shedding an old skin, you are stepping out of an older version of yourself. And I don't really like to use that phrase, like new version, old version, but what that's speaking to is just a perspective. Like you're shifting perspectives that might not resonate with you right now. Okay, let's get some clarity on this. Just one card for the current energy. Oh man, I said one. Okay, so we've got Four of Pentacles. So it could be dealing with someone who is very materialistic, or they keep to themselves in some degree. Could be possessive, or this might be you even, you know. Four of Pentacles can speak of hoarding energy as well, like people just, like if you look at the Four of Pentacles, there's like holding on too tight. So you might be, either this is you're holding, or this was you because you're transmuting this energy. You might have been holding on too tightly to things, especially in regards to money and finances, like materialism and things like that. You're stepping out of that energy into a more grounded energy. Okay, what we need to let go of is the full moon, and that can speak that, I mean, we are heading into a full moon now, but usually full moons is about letting go and releasing things that are no longer in alignment with you. So, I mean, we've just had that transmute energy, so that is strongly enforcing that this week you're going to be releasing some shit. Let's get a card. Clarify the full moon. At least I'm not sneezing and blowing my nose. The Lovers. Righto. People. Okay. So this might be in regards to a relationship, a partnership, a friendship. You do have the friendship card here as well. So someone of a friendship energy, or some sort of collaborative connection, partnership, or whatever. There may, yeah. Either perspectives about this relationship need to be released, or the relationship itself. So yeah, sometimes the lovers is Gemini energy, so it can sometimes talk about like decisions. So there's this energy of like making a decision, balancing this out. Yeah, very, very important decisions that you are making at this time. Very curious. Curious. Okay, and then in the support or the advice, we've got friendship and veiled. So the veiled card is a bit, I mean, friendship, that makes sense with support and advice, like leaning onto friends. But then have a look at the symbolism for that. It's talking of two arrows, like going in two different directions. So I feel like what this is saying is that, you know, there might be some people in your life that are wearing masks, and you may be deciding between like, do I stay with this friend? Do I hang around when I know they're not being completely honest, or they're doing whatever it is that's not in alignment with you? Or do I go the other way? Let's get some clarity. How is that making sense? Okay. So the Nine of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Five of Wands fell out, but the Four of Swords and the Five of Wands are in reverse. So the Nine of Cups can speak of wishes fulfilled, or achievements, or satisfaction, or abundance. So you might be deciding with these decisions, there's a it's like there's a conflict or a decision about, do I follow my, like, what makes me happy, what makes me feel fulfilled, or do I hang out in this energy of you know, conflict? But with the Five of Wands, it is an end of conflict. It's conflict completing itself. It's and with the Four of Swords, like coming into you know, coming out of this like this dark, I want to say, space, this space of unrest and uncertainty. So yeah, that's really, really interesting. Perhaps you're the one wearing the mask. Perhaps this is you choosing to step out of wearing this mask and stepping out in as yourself. Four of Swords in reverse, stepping out and, you know, rejoining the world and coming out of this period of isolation, or this period of like not showing up as you. And yeah, then we have the new moon in the outcome. So this is looking really good. New beginnings. Let's get a clarifier. Why is the new moon here? If any of this is making sense to you, please let me know. I've got like hay fever and it's driving me crazy, and I can't, well, I say can't think straight. I've just got like a headachy type situation going on here. Then you've got the Five of Swords in the upright. You know, and usually they can talk of self-sabotage or a lack of communication, but sometimes it can also mean like just leaving things behind, especially when it's talking about with the new, clarifying the new moon here, which is new beginnings, new opportunities. This could be about change and stepping away from people who are not in alignment with you anymore, or even thoughts that are not aligned with you even more. With the swords here, it can speak of, you know, letting go of self-sacrifice and self-sabotage sometimes too, especially if this is not to do with another person, this is to do with you. You're ending this period of alienating yourself from the world, really, because we've also got the Four of Swords here. Let's get one more. I've got Two of Swords, Three of Wands, Two of Swords, Three of Wands. So yeah, you're gonna have to make, there may be, this might not be for everybody, there may need to be some really hard choices, especially with the energy of this week. And just sticking to your guns. Really standing up for yourself. And what's in alignment with you. And only you know that. Only you know what that is. Okay, so let's get a extra card from Star Codes. Okay, that one wanted to stay behind, so I'll show you that after. Ow! Yeah, be aware of people. Okay, we've got Aries and communication. So for some Virgos, you might be getting communication from an Aries or someone who's very fiery and passionate. Okay, one more card for the Virgos. Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting week for you. That's all I have to say. So let me know. I'm just so curious. Okay, we've got debilitated, discomfort, and then we've got Scorpio, investigate. So yeah, this could talk about during this process of self-investigation, self-inquiry, self-reflection, there may be some things that might not be comfortable for you. There might be things that come up that you might not even be aware of. There might be some information coming through. We had something, did we not? Oh, that might be the other signs. Yeah, there might be some information coming through that may not feel great. We've got 8th house mystery at the bottom. So yeah, there might be some mysterious occurrences, behaviors, people, things, words, thoughts that you don't see coming, or you might not be aware of, that might make you feel uncomfortable. But there's also an aspect of just trust yourself, discern, and, you know, analyze in a way that's going within, not externally. Do self-investigation. And Scorpio is also a card of mystery, so I find that fascinating. They can be quite mysterious and elusive. So, let me know after you see this video if something's come up this week that is very curious, because I'm curious. I want to know. I am, as they say in my home language, bus, which means I'm fucking nosy and I want to know what's going on. But yeah, I might leave it there for the Virgos, and I might leave the readings, this half of the all signs here as well. I do have some children that I need to see to, so I'll do the rest either tonight or tomorrow. But other than that, I hope this resonated with you. Let me know if it did. Let me know in the comments what's going on television, because I am curious. But yeah, take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Drink lots of water as well. That's coming through. Drink lots of water and make sure that you ground yourself. Like really this week, take care of your needs, whether that be like physical, emotional. Take care of yourself this week. Also, there's a need to say step back from any conflict that comes up and just witness what happens. Like, it's very interesting being in a space of just witnessing everything happening around you. Some people might think you're weird or whatever. Let them think those things. There's definitely this week needing a need to, and like even I'm speaking very fast and chattery and highly. This week is hyper. Well, that's the energy I'm picking up on anyway. So there's a deep need to slow down and tune in and to be in your own energy. Faux show. All right, my friends, Thank you so much. I'll post the rest when I've recorded it. Hopefully I get that done tonight. We'll see how I feel. But yeah, other than that, I will see you in the next video. Make sure to check your other placements as well, like your big three, your sun sign, rising, and moon, for an overall check-in on what's going on for you this week. Okay, I'm going now, so I can go and rest and relax because my head feels like it's about to. Okay, bye.